Hey there everybody, Vulcan here. So this is 117.0.1 of the Abyss of Demons. As far as changes go, within the Abyss, there's not too many for the general grind, I guess you could say, of getting through it. Malphas, the Archdemon Malphas, is he's gotten most of the changes. He has quite a few new attacks, and his loot drops have also been updated to reflect the new attacks, how difficult he is now. He really is I guess, the hardest dungeon boss you'll come across, besides maybe Oryx 1 and Oryx 2. In terms of hardness, I'd say he's probably even a little bit harder than Oryx 1 right now. Just based on what my feelings on him. Maybe you'll disagree. I have had people disagree that say they've soloed him, the new one, no problem. But I have troubles with him, even the three of us. There's four of us now, but pretty soon there won't be. But yeah, it's a scary place, and I would not recommend soloing this at all. But if you've got the guts, and if you think you're capable, certainly go for it. But or if you're a rogue, I guess, go for it. But I wouldn't recommend it to the general player base, because this is a pretty scary dungeon to go through. So as far as changes go, Malphas is big, scary, new loot drops, new attacks. The brutes are still there, the melee ones that rush at you really fast. The other ones are still there. The general layout of the dungeon isn't any different. So it's just Malphas that you have to watch out for. So yeah, once we get actually to him, I'll tell you what's up with that. So see you in a second, guys. So here we are at Malphas, the Archdemon Malphas, in his chamber. So in a second here, the white demons are still floating around. They've got their new bubbles and attacks, but here he is. He's got a new sprite. He, like all the other dungeon bosses, or most of them anyways, he does have the shield indicating that he is invincible for a short period of time. You'll see that there are little dungeon or imp guys running around looking to kill you. He's got a few new attacks here, as you can see. He has the armor-piercing bubbles, I believe those are. He actually shrinks and starts moving around a bit more when he does that. As well as, I believe those weaken you. And what weaken does is it actually makes you hurt. Your attacks do less attack damage, so you gotta watch out for those, because otherwise you won't be hitting, too terribly hard on him. So there's that. He spawns, more of those little imp minion guys that they'll come at you. Their animation or their sprite actually changes. They're all dark-eyed and boring, but once they start attacking you, they actually grow in size and attack you with their attacks. They'll actually explode after a few seconds of attacking, so you gotta watch out for that as well. So yeah, he's got a variety of new attacks that you really need to watch out for. The attacks are probably pretty easy to learn. He's not too terribly bad as far as learning goes, but you do need to be careful because he does hurts, as well as all of his little minions. All of his different attacks, they will hurt. So either be a priest or like a rogue and sneak in there. Hit a few hit and run attacks in. A necromancer, I guess, could even do this pretty well with the different minions. But you guys definitely need to watch out for him. Be careful when you're going to go solo it, because it is dangerous. As far as loot goes, he does still drop the vitality pots. That's the main reason probably most people are going to go into here is vitality pots, maybe experience, but there are other dungeons that you could get better experience in that's safer. But he does still drop vitality pots. One of the new things with the dungeons is you can actually get incantations for the wine cellar. It's still a pretty low drop rate, but they do drop, which is neat. So they don't actually drop from sprite gods anymore. So keep an eye out for the incantations if you're in there as well. One neat thing about it also is soulbound loot. He'll actually drop a little purple bag. If you do X amount of damage on him, take out a certain portion of his life, there is a percentage of a chance that you will get a soulbound loot bag. And there are, I guess you can get any of his, as you can see there, the little purple bag with my name on it. That's a soulbound vitality pot that I got for doing, a certain amount of damage to him, taking out a portion of his life. And there's also another vit pot, in the general bag there with the other items that he drops. So that was Malphas, and there's this little friendly imp guy. If you don't, once you kill him, they get confused and don't know what to do. So there's that. Yeah, be safe when you go through these, but enjoy it. It is a fun, challenging dungeon, and it's a welcome change to the old one, certainly, just him being annoyingly fast. So yeah, that's the new Abyss of Demons in 117.0.1. So hope you enjoy it, guys. It's a doozy.